Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fantasy Football. Now, we are in the international week, so it can be a little bit boring. Um, there's a few managers out there, waiting for game week 9. And there's other managers out there that actually activated their wildcard. And there's probably a few other managers are trying to figure out what kind of transfers they are thinking for game week 9 and onwards. So, what I wanted to do in this video is give you guys a few options. Now, just be careful though, because this is early in the week, early in the international break. There might be a few injuries near the end, so I'll make another transfer video as well for game week 9. And yeah, it'll be like a little update. So be careful with injuries. If I name a few players and they get injured, that's not my fault. These things can happen. And yeah, let's go on to the video. So what I want to do is basically not give you guys a template of a wildcard, but give you guys a few players that could do well for your team. So it's quite difficult for me to give you guys a wildcard template because of my team value. As you can see, if I remove everyone from my team, I got 101.5 in the bank. You guys might have less, you might have more, so this could make a lot of difference. But what I wanted to do, just give you guys a few play options to think about. So the first up, the main goalkeeper I reckon that you should get is Patricio. Wolves goalkeeper, oh my god, this guy has been performing really well. A lot of managers are thinking to bring this guy in as well. Still cheap, 4.6, 8.8% of people own him right now. I'm pretty sure this guy's price is going to go up. Wolves has a decent amount of fixtures still. Yes, they do have Spurs and Arsenal, but if you look, they got Watford. This is it. This is the thing that I'm going to say. Okay, they got Watford at home. They got Brighton away. Great fixtures, right? But okay, they got Spurs at home and Arsenal away. This guy saves a lot of shots. So the more he saves, the more bonus points he's going to rack up. So even though if he concedes in these two fixtures, I reckon he's still going to give you a decent amount of returns. As for defenders, I think Alonso could still do well. I know he's expensive, but the fixtures are still there. Manchester United at home could be difficult, but he could do really well. He does well against the big teams. And these fixtures here, guys, is incredible. And plus, if he doesn't do well, you know what to do. You can just downgrade him and you can bring any kind of player that you want. If we look at his points, it's pretty damn scary. 1 goal, 5 assists, and 4 clean sheets. And with the fixtures coming up, I think there's going to be a lot more goals, a lot more assists, a lot more clean sheets. Next up on the list is going to be Doherty. I think this guy is incredible. I wish I had this player. But the problem is I already have a decent amount of players to kind of play around with. Scored a goal, a clean sheet as well, 15 points in his last game. Wow, this is a game-changing player. Very cheap still. I think this guy's price is going to go up. So if you want to catch a price rise, then definitely go for him. He will go up to 8, maybe even up to a 4.9 at the end of this international week. 1 goal, 2 assists, and 4 clean sheets. Yeah, he's been doing really well. Decent amount of fixtures. Could return. I know 1 or 2 of these fixtures could, hurt his clean sheet, but because he's returning with attacking returns, could be a great option. Not only that, he is a cheap option. That's why he's even better. And next up, we got Mendy. Now, Mendy came back, played in that Liverpool game, got a clean sheet, and we all know what he can do. So if you have the money to invest, then maybe invest in Mendy, guys. If I had a chance to bring this guy into my team, definitely I'll bring him in. A lot of people are thinking to remove Trippier and, swap him with Mendy. That option's still open for me. I could do that as well. because we all know what he can do. Look at this, guys. 5 assists, guys. 5 assists in the first 4 games is incredible for a defender to do this kind of stuff. So we all know what kind of player he is. We all know what he can do. As long as he starts, then there is an incredible chance for him to get a lot of points. So these are the 3 defenders that I think that you should go for, or at least consider a few of them. Now you can fill this in with Bennett and Wan-Bissaka if you want, but I'm going to give you guys one more option, and that's going to be Robertson. Now I know it's expensive still, 6.3 is an expensive defender, but Liverpool's fixtures are getting better, so which means they're going to get more clean sheets, and he might get more assists because they might have goals that they might score. And he's bringing some steady points. 2 assists in his name, 5 clean sheets. So definitely a player to bring back into your team if you have removed some Liverpool players. As for the midfielders, I think hands down you need to have Hazard in your team. He's just, right now he's so on form, it's incredible. Of course there's the international break, guys. Anything can happen. He might pick up or not, we don't know. But right now, he's an incredible player. His price tag is going to go up and up and up. He might even go up to about 11.5 at the end of this week. So definitely someone to get into your team. And look at these returns. Oh my God, 7 goals, 3 assists as well. Look at these points. 14, 10, 3, 20, 11, 8, 4, 4. Don't miss out on these points. Plus, Chelsea's fixtures are decent enough of matches for Hazard to continue of his great form. Another player you should consider is Richarlison. He's still cheap, 6.7, which is a cheap player in my eyes. 22% owns this player. The good thing about him right now is playing up front. Last game he did that, and if he continues to play up front, oh my God, there might be a lot of goals for this guy. He's got 4 goals in his name. Yes, he had this red card, which kind of, stopped his good run. Everton's fixtures are on and off. They got decent fixtures like at home. Crystal Palace at home. And they got Brighton at home. They got Cardiff in game week 13. So decent fixtures, but away could be the problem. So you could bench him if you want to, maybe put him as your first bench sub player. So I don't mind this. He could even do well against these big teams. So yeah, them home games are looking really juicy. I'm pretty sure that a lot of managers are still thinking to bring this guy into their teams. So definitely a great option. So I'm going to skip the midfield for now. I'm going to talk about some of the strikers because these strikers could be an incredible option for the upcoming game weeks. Now the first one is going to be Sergio Aguero, an incredible player. But the problem is, how many minutes is he going to play? This last game weeks, these 3 here, even 4 actually, 60, 65, 65, 53 is not enough. We want him to play up to 90 minutes. But he is an incredible player. And plus, after the international week, at home, they got Burnley. Very good fixture. A lot of managers are thinking to captain him. Now, you could bring him just for this game week and then change him if you want to. I reckon he's going to be high captained for this game week. So if he does well, then you're going to be ranking up them points really high. Still decent fixtures for Manchester City. 5 goals, 4 assists. He's just returning in every single way. The good thing is we are in the international break. So that means there's going to be a good rest for this guy. And if he has that rest, then definitely he could play even more than 60 minutes. It is kind of a risk of a player to playing up to 60. But for this game week, guys, he's going to be high owned and high captained as well. And another player that I wanted to mention here is going to be Lacazette. I reckon Lacazette is going to continue his great form. As you can see, I was thinking about bringing Lacazette after game week 4 while I was using my wildcard, and I wish I did. Look at him, returns 4 goals, 4 assists, which is incredible. Still a decent price of 9.6. His ownage is 10.2. Still decent enough to, if he does well, then you're going to rank up. The fixtures are still looking good. Liverpool at home is the only difficult in the next 5. So definitely a player to look towards there. And you know what Arsenal can do. Once they click in, then, once they click in on the field, they score a lot of goals. So definitely someone to look towards too. And then the third striker, you can pretty much go for anyone that you want. I reckon a lot of these strikers could do well. Fulham could do well because their next 3 fixtures are incredible. Maybe this might be the chance for him, for Fulham actually, to do really well in. You got Keane, takes some penalties. You got Wilson, still doing well. You got Murray. Brighton's fixtures are incredible. This guy is just continuing to do well for Brighton. A lot of players, even Arnautovic fixtures are turning, Leicester, Burnley, Huddersfield, decent fixtures, even in that Christmas period as well. So if you want to, you can go for any of these players that you want. I can't sit here and say, get this one because they could be best. All these third strikers could be incredible. So yeah, these are some of the players that I think that you should definitely bring into your team. I think these guys could do well. If we quickly have a look at the midfielders is quite difficult. There's players like Maddison and Sigurdsson. I guess Maddison is the one that you should go for because of these fixtures. Maddison's been performing really well. 3 goals, 2 assists. I think he can still continue. Let's just add Maddison for now. There's a debate now. There's a debate on bringing Salah back into people's teams. Salah is too expensive, but the thing is, Liverpool's fixtures are incredible right now. They are turning good. So having 2 Liverpool players is going to be a great strategy. So yeah. I'm going to leave Salah off for now. I'm going to give you guys these options. Have a look at this and, I don't think you will go wrong with these players, guys. I might have missed a few players here and there, but you guys can fill it in if you want to. Let people know in the comments below who you think you should definitely have in a wildcard team. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If it is, come give this a like. Come subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.